Welcome to our video on pay equity. Today, we'll dive into an essential issue that affects workplaces globally. Pay equity ensures that all employees are paid fairly, regardless of gender, race, or any other characteristic. We aim to explore what's at stake and why achieving pay equity is so crucial for individuals and organizations alike. This video will guide you through the current state of pay inequity, its impact on society and business, and the significant gender pay gap. We'll share a real-life case study of a company making strides towards fair pay practices. Next, we'll discuss practical solutions, highlighting the roles HR managers and policymakers play in paving the way for a more equitable future. Finally, we'll examine the numerous benefits that come when pay equity is prioritized, from improved employee satisfaction to broader economic advantages. Join us as we uncover the importance of pay equity and how you can make a difference. As we proceed, you'll see how deep this issue runs and the steps we can take to address it. Despite significant strides over the decades, pay inequity remains a pervasive issue across many industries. It's a silent barrier affecting countless professionals daily. How widespread is this problem? Let's delve into some eye-opening statistics. In the tech industry, for example, women earn just 82 cents for every dollar earned by men. In healthcare, the gap is even more pronounced, with disparities reaching up to 25%. Manufacturing, retail, and education aren't immune either. The numbers reveal a troubling trend of inequality. These figures highlight a systemic issue requiring urgent attention. Pay inequity isn't merely a matter of dollars and cents. It's a fundamental issue of fairness and justice. As we move forward, you'll see the concrete impacts of this inequity and why addressing it is crucial for both individuals and society. Join us as we explore the broader consequences and hear real-life stories from those directly affected. Pay inequity is more than an individual issue. Its repercussions ripple through entire economies. When workers are not compensated equitably, it leads to reduced overall spending and economic stagnation. This isn't just numbers on a page. It's real people, unable to fully contribute to their communities or save for the future. Moreover, pay inequity severely diminishes employee morale and productivity. When workers feel undervalued, it's not just their wallets that take a hit, it's their motivation, creativity, and loyalty. Discontent breeds higher turnover rates, and constant employee churn can cripple an organization's progress, creating a cycle of inefficiency and dissatisfaction that impacts everyone. On the flip side, fair remuneration fosters a culture of trust and drive. Imagine a workplace where every team member is motivated and feels respected. This environment propels innovation and dedication, unlocking the full potential of the workforce. Up next, we dive into one of the most pressing aspects of pay inequity, the gender pay gap, uncovering statistics and real-world examples that lay bare this critical issue. One of the most significant aspects of pay inequity is the gender pay gap. Across the globe, women consistently earn less than men for the same work. In the US, women make 82 cents for every dollar earned by men. In the UK, the gap stands at 17.3%. Australia shows a gender pay gap of 14%, while in Japan, it's a staggering 24%. These statistics reveal a persistent issue that transcends borders and industries. Let's explore further why this gap exists and how it affects lives. From societal norms that undervalue women's work to structural barriers in career advancement, many factors contribute to this inequity. Additionally, we'll see examples from around the world where the fight for pay equity is making strides. Countries like Iceland have implemented strict pay equity laws, and companies in Sweden boast some of the smallest gender pay gaps. As we delve into these examples, consider the broader implications of such disparities. Are they inevitable, or can we, as a global community, find ways to bridge this gap and ensure fair compensation for all? Let's look at a real-life example of a company taking significant steps to address pay equity. This case study details the journey of a forward-thinking organization committed to ensuring fair compensation for all employees. Initially, the company identified significant pay disparities across different roles and genders, facing resistance to change and complexities in restructuring their pay scales. However, through determined efforts and a thorough audit of their compensation practices, they implemented strategic solutions. These included transparent salary bands, regular pay reviews, and comprehensive training for managers on equitable pay practices. By embracing these changes, the company not only addressed pay inequity, but also fostered a more inclusive and motivated workforce. As we move forward, you'll see more innovative strategies and best practices that can make a difference in your organization. Pay equity is not only a moral imperative, but also a proven driver of business success and employee satisfaction. Now, let's delve into the solutions that can help achieve this crucial objective. There are several ways to address the issue of pay inequity. One crucial step is through policy changes. Companies should advocate for legislative reforms that mandate equal pay for equal work. On a corporate level, conducting regular pay audits can reveal and rectify disparities. Transparent salary structures and criteria for promotions ensure that pay decisions are fair and justified. Implementing comprehensive training programs can minimize implicit biases that contribute to pay inequities. Fostering an inclusive dialogue about compensation helps create a culture of fairness and accountability. Achieving pay equity requires combined efforts from both policymakers and organizational leaders. In the next segment, we will delve into the crucial role that HR managers play in ensuring pay equity within an organization. HR managers play a crucial role in ensuring pay equity within organizations. By spearheading initiatives and advocating for fairness, they can make a significant impact. One essential tool they have is the ability to conduct regular pay audits. These audits help identify disparities in compensation across different demographics and job roles. With this data, HR managers can develop strategies to correct these imbalances. They can also leverage benchmarking software to compare their organization's pay structure with industry standards, ensuring competitive and fair wages. Another resource is implementing transparent pay policies. By clearly outlining how pay decisions are made, companies can foster an environment of trust and accountability. HR managers should also provide training on unconscious bias, helping decision makers recognize and mitigate potential biases in hiring and salary decisions. Leveraging analytics tools allows HR professionals to continuously monitor and analyze pay practices, ensuring ongoing compliance and fairness. Networking with other HR professionals and attending industry conferences can also provide valuable insights and best practices. As we move forward, you'll see how policymakers can further influence pay equity through legislation. Policymakers have a significant influence on achieving pay equity in our workplaces. Through the creation and implementation of thoughtful legislation and regulations, they set the foundation for fairness. But what does this look like in practice? Let's delve into examples of effective policies that have made a tangible difference. In various regions, laws mandating equal pay for equal work have minimized the gaps. Some countries have introduced transparency requirements, compelling companies to disclose salary information, shining a light on disparities, and prompting corrective actions. Other regulations focus on performance-based pay and standardized pay scales, preventing biases from skewing compensation. These policy frameworks not only hold organizations accountable, but also foster a culture of fairness and trust. Recognizing the pivotal role of policymakers helps us understand that systemic shifts are possible. So, what more can we do? Stay tuned as we explore other key players who have a hand in promoting pay equity. As we approach the culmination of our exploration into pay equity, it's crucial to spotlight the numerous benefits that achieving this goal brings. First and foremost, pay equity significantly enhances employee satisfaction. When employees feel valued and fairly compensated, their morale and engagement levels naturally increase. This positive shift fosters a harmonious work environment, boosting overall productivity and retention rates. Moreover, the advantages of pay equity extend beyond individual organizations. From an economic standpoint, equitable pay practices contribute to reducing poverty and income inequality, thereby strengthening the broader economy. Increased purchasing power among employees leads to higher consumer spending, driving economic growth and stability. Achieving pay equity isn't just a moral imperative, it's a strategic advantage benefiting everyone involved. These positive outcomes create a ripple effect, fostering a fairer and more prosperous society. Stay tuned as we wrap up with a summary and a call to action. As we conclude, it is clear that pay equity is not just a goal, it's a necessity for a fair and productive workplace. We've explored its definition, uncovered the persistent gaps, and delved into the profound impacts on both individuals and the economy. We've seen real life examples of organizations taking strides towards equitable pay and discussed actionable solutions and the pivotal roles of HR managers and policymakers. Now it's your turn to make a difference. Whether you're a business leader, HR manager, or policymaker, your actions can help bridge these gaps. Advocate for transparent pay practices, support equitable policies, and foster an inclusive workplace culture. Remember, pay equity isn't just about fairness, it's about fostering a thriving, motivated workforce that benefits everyone. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Now let's move forward and make pay equity a reality in every organization. Together, we can create a better, more equitable world for all.